Hello, church. On behalf of the executive board and the senior pastor, I would like to share with you some information on the current widespread of the COVID-19. You may already know and heard from the media about this disease, this illness. The church leaders are working diligently to ensure the continuity of worship while trying to protect the health and welfare of our community. So that's why we quickly formed a task force to create a response plan to this situation. So today, the first task is to provide you with the current and accurate information about COVID-19. What we know about this virus. The name of the virus is SARS-CoV-2, and it's called the disease called COVID-19, okay? We don't really know much. We not fully know the complete clinical picture with this virus. We know some, but not completely. But the only thing that we know, it's spread very easily, and it's already here to stay. It's not like you guys heard that if you travel from Italy or from China, then you will get it, you bring it over here. But no, right now, the virus is in the community. So somewhere in the community. So everybody will have a chance to get in contact with this virus. Okay, it's spread through contact on surface or any airborne from infected fluid. Okay, some people that had infected with this virus, if they sneeze, they cough, and if you come in contact with those stuff, you can get infected. Okay, how severe is this COVID-19? Okay, it causes illness. It's ranging from the common cold to a severe disease such as acute respiratory syndrome to the more severe, that means it can kill you, so it's death. Okay, but the most vulnerable population is the older populations. Anybody that over 60 years old, their mortality rate will increase double. So right now, their mortality rate is about 16% or something like that. So I know that you guys is a young group of people, but be mindful of your parents, your grandparents, or people that you live around with, because sometimes maybe you carry the virus, but you don't have any symptom because you're young and healthy. But you carry that virus home to those old people that you live with, and those people is more vulnerable than you guys. So they can catch the virus and they have a lot of problems. Okay, the knowledge about this virus change every day. So right now, we're still learning about it. So tomorrow could have something new, we don't know. It's evolve every time. And most important things that the current one, they say that here in Orange County, we does have some report about this virus in the community. So make sure that it's, well, next slide that I'm going to talk about is how can I help protect myself? Okay, most important things is avoid exposed to this virus. Okay, except to invent the way that you can avoid exposed to. If you first, wash your hand. I know that we say it 100 times, wash your hand, but it's really serious. You need to wash your hand with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. And you make sure that you do it diligently. Anytime you come in contact with any surface area, especially in public, you need to wash your hand. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, mouth with unwashed hands. Okay, we always touch our face every day. We touch it 35 times for some reasons. You touch your face, your nose, your mouth. So try to retrain yourself not to touch your face, your nose, your mouth. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. And if you are sick, okay, if you feel not feeling well, if you have running nose, if you sneeze, feel a little bit chill, any kind, doesn't have to have the virus. Just stay home. Stay away from everybody. And if you stay home, don't try to be cozy with people in the home, right? Try to kind of like stay by yourself, get a book, get a quiet place, read the Bible, pray, but don't try to cozy with the other people that are in your house, okay? And then we all know that you need to cover your cough and sneeze with a tissue. But the most important thing is a lot of us, when we sneeze and we use a tissue and then we squeeze it and then we put the tissue in your pocket or something like that, the most important thing is throw that in the trash right away. After you cover your nose. And then the next thing that, the two most current things that clean and disinfect frequent touch object and surface. That said, it's in your house too, not just outside, not just in the public, in your house too. And then the reason why a lot of people, a lot of school close, church close, because we are trying to practice social distance right now. The goal right now is to slow the spreading. It's already spread. We can't contain it anymore. It's already spread, but we want to slow it. The reason why we want to slow it down because there is not enough healthcare provider or hospital bed for if everybody gets sick at the same time. So that's why we try to slow it down. And I'm calling everybody to kind of adhere to this because it's helped the public to curb this spread of this virus. So you take it seriously, just slow it down, just not mingling, not going to boba or whatever it is. Try to stay away. Okay? Fear factor in the community. Why is that so much fear going on? Not that you're not going to die. Everybody's going to die anyway. But you're not going to die because of this virus. Okay. The reason why everybody fear is because there's too much inaccurate information from the media and the community. You just hear people say here, people say there. And then you start getting nervous. There is no known vaccines or there is no clear understanding of this characteristic of this virus or the treatment. So that's why there's a lot of things that we don't know. And then the other factor for fear is that you see people, social reaction to the society, fear and behavior. You see people go out and people start buying stuff and you feel like, I need to buy it too. So you're going to go and buy it for no reason, right? So you buy a lot of them. So that's why it's create more chaotic for the society. And again, the last thing is the uncertainty. We don't really know if it's come and it's go, or it's come and it's stay, or it's come and it's come again. So we really don't know. Okay. How we can keep calm? First thing first, either the virus or anything that comes is under the control of God. If not God not allow it, it wouldn't come, right? So trust God. And then second thing is prepare effectively. So in order to prepare effectively, you need to be not panic. Okay? And then you need to follow the instruction of the expert. Most of all, when you panic, you think too much about yourself. So be mindful of other people's needs before you. Think about others. Maybe it'll calm your nerve down. Next slide. How to prepare effectively. So follow the instruction of the expert people, which is the CDC, and the local one is the Orange County Health Department. If you have any symptom at all, okay, it doesn't have to be like I need to have a test to make sure that I have COVID-19. We don't need that. If you have any symptom at all, especially fever, difficulty breathing or tight chest, call your doctor. When you call your doctor, don't go to the doctor right away. You need to educate your whatever live in your household, your mom, your dad, your grandpa. Don't go it right away. Call it first because we don't want to bring that virus, however, to the doctor and then spread it out to other people, right? So call first and they will direct you exactly what to do if you need be. But if you can't breathe and it's really emergency, then go to the hospital, okay? Because sometimes if you have mild symptom, you go to the hospital, you spread the virus, but the hospital can't do anything for you anyway, and they send you home. So that's why call first, so to get the direction before you go to the hospital. If you have mild symptoms, stay home and practice self-quarantine. Again, stay home, don't hug your husband, don't hug your kid, don't hug your significant other, just self-quarantine yourself. And most important thing is avoid big crowd. For that, I said, if you don't get to go to school, don't go to the market, don't go somewhere else, don't go to disco, play whatever it is. So don't go to a big crowd. And then you need to prepare food and personal item for use in 2 weeks if we need to be quarantined, okay? So don't be panicked, just be prepared. And if you don't get the flu shot, that means young people like you, most of the time forget about the flu shot. You think that's for old people. If you don't get the flu shot, you need to do it now, even though it's kind of like in March, but you still have to do the flu shot now because this virus can come back in September. Who knows? That's the next flu shot season. The flu season will start. So what can you do to help? Okay, right now, like Pastor Tony said, if you stay home, you can pray. You can pray for our leader. You can pray for a church, a task force. You can pray for all the healthcare providers out there that work in the hospital that helping with this disease. You can volunteer your time to provide care for needy people. through phone call or food service. I'm just thinking of this idea, like my kids home all week, like 2 weeks, the next 2 weeks. So what can I do to curb off the energy? Something like small thing that you can do. Check out your neighborhood. Sometimes you live in the neighborhood. You don't even know who's living next door to you. Check it out and see any elderly in the neighborhood. And then you can just walk around, walk the dog, walk around, see if they need something. And if you're bored enough, you can just say, hey, do you want me to wash your car? For no reason, right? You want to share your love because now that you have the time on hand, do not panic. This is the time for you guys to shine the light of hope and love to other people. Especially, this is the time that old people like us, over 60, that need to be quarantined. You guys need to step up and kind of like spread the love and care for the community. Not just the TLC community, but the community that you live in right now, wherever you live at, okay? And the last but not least, do not panic, because in the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10, God said, so do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you, and I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. That's it. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you, Thu.
My life is built on your faithfulness. My hope is held in your promises.